Your YouTube journey is not someone else's. And to understand this, everybody has a path that they have to take, and it's not ever going to be the same. Everybody, it's going to be different for everybody. No two roads are alike. Let's say YouTube is home. If you go left to go home, which is YouTube, and there's traffic, what would you do? You're going to sit there and you're going to wait and you're going to be patient because you understand that you didn't know that right might have been better. But now let's say you go right and there's no traffic, it's clear, and you get there faster. And that's what I compare YouTube to. You don't know what you're going to get on this journey and along your way, or which way you're going to go. Whether you're going to go left with the traffic or right where it's free and clear. But understand, either way, if your goal is to get home, which is YouTube, some people are going to have to sit in traffic. Some people are going to have to sit there, wait, and be patient and keep navigating to get there. Because eventually you're going to get there. You're not going to give up getting home. You know what comes with it. It's going to be a lot of people cutting you off. It's gonna be an accident somewhere ahead of you that's gonna hold you up. It's gonna be so many things that hold you up. But at the end of the day, you still get to that destination. You still reach home. It takes a little longer. Now, if you go right, it's free and clear and everything is great. But either way, it was a journey. It's a journey that we all go on. It's a every day we deal with it. And that's in life, not just traffic, in life, and especially in this instance, I'm talking about YouTube. So no two paths are alike. You have to understand that, and you can't get discouraged because eventually you always get home. You always reach your destination. It's just, what are you willing to do? How patient are you willing to be before you get to that end path? You cannot stop. You cannot give up if you want to reach home base. Home base for you might be monetization on here. Home base might be you reaching a certain number of subscribers, whatever your journey is, or whatever, and understand there's going to be so many obstacles along the way. And if you don't have any obstacles, good for you. That's great. You're in the 1% because it doesn't happen to everybody. You see it happen to a few people, and you want that. You can't quit comparing yourself to everybody else because they did it one way, because you don't know their struggles or the struggles that they might have had. And some may not have had any struggles, and that's good for them. But I'll take my struggles, because without struggles, you have no character. You have no character without any struggles. And once you learn how to navigate through those struggles on this journey of YouTube, you're going to be even stronger. So when it's your time to shine, and it's your time to prove why you belong here, it's going to be all worth it. So don't give up, don't get discouraged and feel like it's taking me too long, because anything worth having is going to be a challenge. It's not going to be easy, but you cannot be afraid of the path that you chose to take, because you chose to take this path and you knew it could be easy or it could be hard. And for anybody struggling to get to where they're trying to get here on this platform, understand clearly, you took the left, you went left. And that's okay, because you didn't know. Nobody knows what it's going to be on this journey. You're going to see some people that you're like, how did they get to this? How did they reach this level? And you would never understand it. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they did, how they got there. Spend less time focusing on them and focus on what you got to do or how hard you got to go to get to where you want to be. Do not use other people as a metric on where you should be. You create your own goals, your own standards for yourself, and watch what happens. Because now the only person that you have to impress or prove something to is yourself. And that feels a lot better, knowing that I'm not worried about anybody else, their journey here on YouTube. All I do is I'm here to support. On my channel, I try to uplift and encourage and let you know that you'll be home soon. YouTube is home. You'll be there soon, but you gotta be patient. You gotta wait it out. And know that nothing in life, for the most part, is easy. And if it was too easy, you're not going to appreciate it when you get to that point. because you're gonna feel like, oh, this was nothing, and then you're gonna feel unfulfilled because you're like, I did that with no problem. Sometimes the challenge is good, because now when you get to that destination, you're like, man, I worked hard for that, and now you got a testimony, now you got a story, now you can tell people what you went through to get there. Now you have more content. You can say, man, I struggled to get here, but it was worth it. And you can encourage somebody else that and let them know that they can do it too, but it's not going to be easy. You can tell them, I don't want the easy road. The easy road is I didn't learn nothing. I didn't learn nothing if everything is easy. That's it. That's in YouTube or in life. When stuff is easy and everything just works smoothly and there's no problems, it's something wrong in there. You probably ignored it, or you didn't face it head on. You can't ignore the inevitable, and that's problems. That's stuff that's gonna hit you head on, and you're gonna have to face it, walk through that fire, and keep going. What it is how do you come out of it? How do you come out on the other end? Do you come out victorious, or do you come out beat up and defeated? Because you don't want to get to that destination you worked so hard for, and now that you made it, now you're over it because you really didn't want it anyway. Understand in life that we choose a path incidentally. We don't choose the wrong path on purpose, because I think a lot of people would choose the easier way, and that's fine. I mean, I can't say I would blame anybody to choose an easier path. To me, or a lot of people would probably say that's common sense, but that's not the case. So understand this. So you took the hard path, but you navigated through all of it, and you still made it. But how much did you learn on that rough journey? How confident did you get on this camera because you took the hard path? Because you kept creating more and more just so you could feel comfortable on this camera. To look in this lens and talk to your people and say, hey, I appreciate y'all for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Everything that you do, everything that's cliche that goes along with YouTube, how easy it is for you now to get on here and do, because you work through it. You work through the nervousness, the anxiety, the fear, the doubt, the people telling you that you couldn't do it, that you weren't going to make it on here, that this is no good. What are you doing? You're wasting your time. You worked through all that. That was traffic. All those things I just lifted, that was the traffic. That's traffic. People doubting you is traffic. Anxiety is traffic. People laughing at you is traffic. Everything that hurts you is traffic. But once you get through the traffic, you're home. Hey, I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, hit that like button, because you know it helps the channel out. Subscribe so you know when I upload new content. And as always, thanks for watching Terry Creates. Love y'all.